Hi everyone, so today I have some fun new collections to share with you from Spellbinders. They did send these items free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links down in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Having said that, Spellbinders items, you can find them, obviously on Spellbinders website, scrapbook. Now on HSN they have some different things, and I mean there's just lots of places you can find their products. So again, this just launched there on spellbinders.com though. So this, what I'm going to focus on is the Paint Your World collection by Vicky, I want to say Papiano. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name very well, but I have a few different items from that collection. There are several other items you can pick up, including a stamp set, and that has the sentiments and things that you would want, to go back to something like this. But as you can see, they're like paintbrushes, and so really, really cute. This larger one right here that I would say is like the main one here is the painted blooms, and I don't know if you see, it's like a legit paintbrush, like a big paintbrush. Really nice size here. Let me see. It's about, let's see, 2, 4, 5 inches long and about 2 inches wide. And then it has the different pieces, to change the color of like the little base here on the handle. You have this, ferrule? Is that what it's called? To go on this part here, and then we have our little brush, the bristles here and stuff, so you would just like pair those up, several of them, 3 or 4 of them or something, to fill that in. It comes with the little sprig, the flowers, these larger leaves, and then the flower centers, and of course some flowers and some sprigs. So you pair that all up, and it's a larger set, as you can see, as far as the design is larger there. Then we have this other one here, a little bit smaller. This is Butterfly Burst, and as you can see, you have your paintbrush still. And this one's a little small guy, and it is about, let me see, 3.5 inches, maybe a little bit less than 3.5 inches tall, and about an inch or an inch and a quarter wide here. Super sweet. Again, it has all its little pieces that you can make your paintbrush with, and then it has the beautiful little butterflies that have the outer die, the inlay die, the little bodies, and then some that are just like silhouette dies, or however you want to look at that. And then the last one's called Artful Tulip, and again a smaller brush, a little bit wider. This one is about 1 1/4, where this one's like just over 1 inches by, again, 3 1/4-ish. And then again we have all our pieces to complement and finish our brush. And then the tulips, so cute. So the long, tulip kind of leaves. A little tulip head, there's like a little bud, and then some other leaf pieces that you can kind of play with there. And so really, really sweet set. And then I might incorporate some of these other items. I just want to talk about, they are launching lots of new embossing folders and a couple new collections. Very artsy this month, again with the Paint Your World, but they also have this other set, Celebrate You. I can't remember the name of the collection right now, but it's like all these fun different kinds of dies, so I'll have those to play with soon here. And then Open Road is another one with a little car and all kinds of cute things. So this is a sentiment set that goes with that, and I'm showing you this because I have some other clear stamps to show you, and then just showing you the ones I have that are pretty much sentiment sets. So We All Dance sentiments, and We All Dance is, I believe, one of the new collections, the artsy one I was thinking of. So, happy birthday, I'll drink to that. And some of these will make more sense once you see those items from that collection, but I just want to show you the sentiment stamps that have Nothing a Little Glue Can't Fix, Happy Souls Craft, Hello Friends, Craft Till You Drop, Best Dad, Best Mom, Stuck on You. So, there's a little something for everything. Thanks a latte on this one. This one's Sentiments for You, so just a ton of sentiments, friends forever, happy retirement, get well soon, happy Mother's Day, me and you make my heart smile, your friendship means the world, and there's just, hooray, it's your birthday. Again, lots of sentiments this month, and we'll talk about another reason for that. This is the Let's Celebrate. Because you're worth it. Hello baby, a little gift. Cheers to you. Happy birthday. Get well wishes. I also have some glimmers that are very similar to these sentiments, but I didn't bring them out right now to show you. And the reason I'm showing you all these sentiments too is because another large thing that they launched this month is these tags from Celebrate You collection, and I just have them in some bags here. Of course, mine are samples. Yours will, your stamps come like this, and oh, there's that collection right there I was telling you about. Open Road. So cute. all those different sentiments you can cut with all these different tags. So like there's some thin, longer ones, you know, to cut some of those kind of sentiments. This is just like a little strip die, or you can add them onto this strip. So it's just like a little bar that you would stick all the sentiments on, which is really fun. This one also comes with this little bar, lots of different tag shapes in this one, and I'll have them linked in the description box, guys. I just pulled them out because I might use one of the labels today, so the dies. And again, that little bar with all the different, this one's more like brackets, or like, I always forget what you call these things, where it has the little dots on both sides, like a little plaque. And then I do have an embossed folder to share with you today because I'll probably use this in the video. It's the splatter one. I mean, how perfect is that with all those paintbrushes? So this one is one of the larger ones, like the new embossing folders of the month. It is 5 3/4 by 8 3/4. The size here, oops, it says it right there. 5.5 by 8.5 is what it actually embosses, but the plastic, you know, the thing itself is 5 3/4 by 8 3/4. All right, guys, well, let me grab some papers and we will get started. Okay, guys, so to get started, I'm going to be using the larger set today, the Painted Blooms, and I went to create a standard, what I consider standard slimline, which is 8.5 by 3.5. So I took a standard A2 piece of paper and I cut the 11-inch side at 7 inches because I'm going to score this at 3.5, and that'll make our card base that's 8.5 by 3.5. And then I'm going to also use this excess piece that I cut off because I'm going to do the background all white and then just ran through the splatter embossing folder. So let me just a moment. I'll do what I said I was going to do. Let's do it right quick here. Let me get my scoring tool that best works on this one. Right here. 3.5. I always try to butt it up against the edge of my scoring board to try to keep it even, but you know, it's handmade. So we have that. And then I cut a piece of black cardstock to 3 3/8 by 8 3/8, so it's just inside of there. And I love the color black just to pop behind the white, so that'll help that. And then that extra piece, we're just going to cut down, what did I say, 8 3/8 by 3 3/8, so this one will be 3 1/4 by 8 1/4. So they're just 1/8 of an inch smaller from each other, each layer. That's what I like to work with, but you know, if you want quarters, it's going to be a lot smaller by the time you get to this one. But if you like to do quarters, this is 8.5 by 3.5. This can be 8 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then this would be 8 by 3. But since we're doing eighths, it's just inside each other smaller. I'm going to go ahead and run this through the embossing folder. So we have that ready to go. It'd be really pretty if you added some color, some little something. Maybe I might add some splashes of something. We'll see. But for now, I'm just going to run it through our embossing folder, and I will be right back. Okay, ooh, love when it just goes with the folder, so you know it really embossed really well because it stays in there. Look at that. So awesome. So I'm just going to leave that as the texture. But you know, we have like our little silks, and I have some different colors. If you want to do some splatter or maybe some watercolor, just water it down. The reason I'm not going to, maybe I might, but take like, let's say, just like a blending tool and just add some color in the back, which would be awesome, is because I didn't want this to pop. I just want it to just kind of be back there. But if you want that, then as you do that, it's going to really stick to the raised areas. Or you can do that first and then run it through, you know, do the inking that you want and then run it through, and that way it's just kind of more subtle. But whatever you like to do, you know, go for it. So I'm just going to glue these together for now. So I'm going to glue that one down and then this one down right over it and have our card base ready. So we have our card base here ready to go. And then for these pieces, what I'm going to do is just run these through. So this guy has this little wood feature there, so I'm going to run these through. I may do some inking, I may not. You know, it's a little more artsy if we do inking, so that might be fun. So I'll run that through, just some craft card. For the handle, the bottom, I think I'm just going to go ahead and bring that black back in just so it's real stark. And then, of course, this part I have some metallic, like silver. Actually, this one's matte metallic, so that'll be really pretty. And then for these little guys, I'm just going to run this through a few times. You know, however you want to play with this is up to you, but generally what it was supposed to do is like these are kind of stuck in here in the brush. with these items, so I'm just going to run this through probably maybe 3 times just to have several of those. And then I'm going to run all my leaves and sprigs through maybe a couple different colors of green paper, and then we're going to make some little flowers. And you know, I'll just be very playful with it with different colors because again it's a paintbrush, so like pinks and purples and whatever colors I would like to run these guys through. And then we have our little centers. But let me go ahead and do this main part first and I'll be right back. Out here. Okay, so with these guys, I'm just going to have these ready because we need our leaves and things to kind of get everything put together. So I'm just going to move this, take those little bits out. So these guys are kind of ready to go back in here. And let's go ahead and add on our little accent pieces. These cards are really quick, and like I said, if you want to do some inking, maybe inking on the handle, you know, brown on brown or whatever it is that you like to give you texture. But I think today I'm going to keep it really simple. And I think in the next video we'll try out the 2 smaller handles. They're just so easy to work with, like it works up pretty quick. And then we have this little guy. Down there. Again, I made it look more utilitarian, like with the black handle and everything. But I think it'll just pop against all the other colors we're going to use. So we have that guy, and we have that ready. And what I was showing you in the video, the previous little portion, is that I just try to run through as many things as I can at once and do it that way. So let's see. Maybe these big leaves I'll do in the dark green. Tape them together so they don't move. And I don't know if I need all the sprigs, so maybe this lighter sprig, I'll do this guy, and maybe not that one today. And then run that through a couple times too, just so we have some different sprigs. And then as far as my little flowers, I'm just cutting some different like tones of the same kind of thing, so like with the purple, so it looks kind of crazy. I don't know if I want a smaller and a larger, or just 2 smaller, 2 larger. Some larger, some smaller, maybe that's what I'll do. So for this one I'll run this through this light purple and then through the darker purple. Maybe for this one I'll go through the light pink and the darker pink. And then I'll cut these centers out with just like some yellow or something, okay? And I'll be right back. Okay guys, I have all this prettiness here. So, you know, if you want to form your flowers at all, generally you can take a little time to do that. Okay, yeah, you know, I'm going to take a little moment to just do something like that right quick. So all I'm going to do with each little flower petal is just turn it over. And I have this tool, but you can just kind of rub on the back of them with any kind of anything that'll help you kind of do this kind of thing. It could be like the back of a pencil or a pen top or whatever. And then I'll turn it over and just push it down on the back side. Where do I have... Instead of switching that out, I'm just gonna, okay, and that gives us a little bit of texture. I don't know if you can see, now it's kind of popped. Okay, so I'll do that with all of them and I'll be right back. That's the last one. And then I think the way I'm gonna pair them up is light color on top, dark color on the back. So generally I don't want to work on this surface, but I'm gonna try to be careful. Just get a little of that. Offset this little guy, the petals. So, you know, one's showing behind the other. And then of these circles, there's a smaller one and a larger one. So that smaller one's the one I'm going to go pop right in the center here. Okay, I'm going to do that with all of them, pairing up the lighter color on top of the darker color and putting in that center. So we have our card base, we have our little flowers, we have some sprigs and things. And so what I'm going to do is just take this and kind of start layering. So what I'm going to do is just put glue all over the back of this. And take something like that. Maybe pop in one of these sprigs before I continue going. just kind of holding them in the back. And this little spray can go towards the back. See if I need to add more glue. And this is just how I'm doing it, but you know, if you want to maybe pop up your handle with some 3D foam adhesive and then tuck in whatever you want behind there, that's good too. And then you get another leaf. Back here. I cut out several sprigs. I wasn't sure if I was going to use them all or not, but there's that. For this guy. Bring him down a little bit. Should I use all the sprigs? Sure, I'll just put that one there. And then we have our little bristles. Okay. And I'm just going to glue those down in a way that you can still see them from behind all these things. Let's go, buddy. Nope. And let me see here. I want to put plenty of glue. I think that's... Let me see here. You know what? I went this way. So like I said, I just cut a few of those to kind of pop in here. Aw, so it looks like 3 of them is good for going straight across. And then we're going to have those in there and our flowers. So I'm just going to let this set up for a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to pop some dimensional adhesives on the back. So I have that ready to go. I'm just going to bring it back in. And you know, do you want to do some fun angles? Or are we just going to keep it straight up and down? I think I'm going to put it in a way like that. And then I'm going to play a little bit with my flowers and see, you know, where do I want to put them. You know, just kind of be playful with it. So that actually looks pretty good to me already. So I think what I'm going to do is do that, and then our little sentiment or whatever we want can go down here somewhere. And so I'm going to play with this for just a second because this is about just as high as the handle as far as the, oops, my foam adhesive, and that one just popped away, so I'll leave that there. Let's see. I'm going to cut a little piece to place here. Let's see if I can hold that guy on there. Okay, and then these little guys, I'll just pop some dimensional adhesive behind them, or maybe, no, I'll glue them down. I'll glue this one down. And, yeah, those two. Okay. So I'm going to get the glue going. And just hold it down in here. And then I'll do the same thing for that one. I'll be right back. Pick up my little purple flower. Really pretty, lots of pops of color on there. So I'm going to put that to the side for a moment, and I think what I'm going to do is stamp Happy Souls Craft, just for fun. We have this little guy, and then I'm just going to stamp it on this white paper. And these are photopolymer stamps. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning there, but generally the Spellbinders or FSJ stamps are photopolymer, and then the stamp that comes in the craft kit is acrylic, but everything else is generally photopolymer. And I'm stamping it right on this white paper. I give it a good push because it is photopolymer. It's a little more rigid. It doesn't just squish down kind of like acrylic does. So acrylic, you want to be a little softer touch, but this guy just pop. Give it a good push, and we're good to go. And I think I'm going to cut it out with one of these little tags. Like I said, I'll have them linked in the description box. Oh wow, I was thinking about the circular one, but does it fit? I don't know if this one fits. Oh, it'd be really tight. So I'm going to go ahead and do the circle. And maybe I'll cut out the circle or the circular tag also in a different color just to see if we pop those two together to give a little more color behind this one. So I'm going to run this through, and then I'll also cut it out of a different color paper, cardstock, and I will be right back. Okay, so I just ran it back through the coral and that color, and I'm just going to tie it together, I think, with some twine. I'm going to be a little bit careful because this twine has that gold going through it, and sometimes it wants to come apart. So I'm just going to tie this into like a little bow, I think, and then just add it on. I was thinking about if you wanted to, you can get it under there and tie it to the brush there. So just another idea, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish tying a bow, and I'll be right back. Okay. That side looks pretty good. I'm just gonna trim this one, and I'm just gonna glue that there. And that is my card for today. I really, really love this collection. It's super cute. Again, artsy, just really sweet. And if you wanted to make it more masculine, I suppose you could do that too, and just have it for like a Father's Day card with a little paint brush. Or so cute. Hold on, let me do this. Oh, I should just put that down, guys. I was like, let me put this little pin back in the bottle that's however far away from me. And if you want to pop that up, of course, you can definitely do that too. But I'm just going to pop that right there. Alright, super happy, cheery card, very sweet. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending us items for review. I'll have the links for all the new March releases, and then the separate collections, and then the items I used today specifically. Okay, they'll all be in the description box. And thanks for watching, guys. I will have some images coming up, and I will see you guys at the next one. Bye now.